Kaylin Rayleigh. I'm a freshman at the University of Kentucky, and recently a lot of things have changed, but the most evident change is the alteration of the political climate and social culture of the United States due to Donald Trump's election and rhetoric. Make America Great Again is the main rhetorical device that Trump has used and has proven to be quite effective. Okay, before I get ahead of myself, where, when, and why, and how does this polarizing slogan come to be? The first time America ever heard the three words, Make America Great, was in the 1980s, during the unprecedented presidential election of Ronald Reagan. Reagan used these words in a rally speech of his, and evidently it resonated with the public. Now, during the 1980s, the United States was making a transition from a liberal, carefree attitude to one of conservativeness. Reagan initiated policy that would promote American prosperity and solidify America as a power that should not be reckoned with. Now, doesn't that sound familiar? Donald Trump inherited America that strikingly resembles the America of the 70s and on into the 80s. He inherited America that was home to citizens that felt as if life couldn't get any worse economically and socially, so why not vote for a non-career politician? A man that seemed familiar, a man that they had probably seen on their TV in their own home. Trump's familiar face allowed him to tap into the power of the millions of disenfranchised citizens. The rhetoric that Trump has used and condoned during his election and even to his term is morally wrong. It makes people feel as if they are less than a human being by basically equating immigrants to aliens whom are not allowed to experience the true American experience of acceptance and opportunity. And many of the laws he plans on enforcing are founded upon the ideas of stereotypes and misrepresentation of information. Trump is even pushing for legislation that would allow him to build a wall along the border of Mexico. This inexpensive wall is estimated to cost around $15 to $25 billion, and Mexico is not footing any part of that hefty bill. Additionally, the political discord that Trump has created has affected one of the highest levels of our bureaucracy. Trump's nominations for a cabinet have been nothing short of controversial and downright confusing. The appointment and confirmation of Jeff Sessions to become Attorney General was one of great question when concerning the fact that he expressed some racist behavior that denied him the ability to become a federal judge 30 years ago. A man by the name of J. Gerald Hubert, who was a Justice Department lawyer, said, "Things that I heard firsthand from him were things that demonstrated gross racial insensitivity to black citizens of Alabama and the United States." Hubert went even further to express his concern for having Sessions as the Attorney General, fearing that Sessions might disregard the Civil Rights Division of the Justice Department. How was America supposed to be made great again when we're being led by people that are not at all qualified for the position for which they are appointed to and confirmed him? The rhetoric that Trump has used has also given a group of white Americans a false sense of superiority. While America is browning and evolving, this group of white Americans continue to cling on to an outdated system. The expressions of prejudices have affected communities across the nation and has made minorities feel uncomfortable in the communities that they call home. Given that racism was part of Trump's campaign, I'm afraid that racists might feel emboldened to commit acts of violence and discrimination against our community, said Alicia Scott in Smalls in an interview with Ali Yones from Al Jazeera. On this very campus, his rhetoric has caused tension. In Holmes Hall, a dormitory on the north side of the university's campus, racial slurs were found written in a common academic area the day after the election. Now, Trump's actions and rhetoric have resulted in an increase in American intelligence of legislative policies. I hope that we can turn this intelligence into action and that these changes within the political and social climate will put things in perspective. The women marches that take place all over the globe are a great force that peacefully and effectively expressed opposition against the Trump administration. The call for action is even greater now. Speak up and speak out against adversary changes and actions that will affect the lives of millions now and in the future.